back home. Different hat, new me, not really. We are gonna try to get the engine in the car. I got class later, but I just got the final piece of the puzzle in the mail. And then I also figured out how to get a cold air intake system going for this car. I'll show you guys what I made, but as you can see, shout out to Bonsai Racing. Got that oil pan brace with all the hardware. So I'm gonna throw the hardware on, try to seal the pan before I go to class. I'll show you guys the motor. So this is what we got going on here. So I got this Cobra shaped coupler, 3.5 inch, and clears the clutch fan, no problem. And this would just go, I forget which way I had this, but this would just go facing frontwards. And I'll insert a video of how I installed that now. All right, we got the perfect solution here. 3.5 inch filter, 70 degree 3.5 inch pipe, and then we have a 3.5 inch Cobra coupler, but it had to be modified, and I pretty much had to cut as much material as possible to get it as low as possible. And now, essentially, with it all the way, the fan almost clears. And we're just gonna take a little bit of material off and we should have no problems. But progress with that. Then what you wanna do is you wanna put like your clamp on there and use it as a guide. It's a rough cut, and then get it as low as possible. So let's see how this fits. And just like that, by tilting the coupler in this direction, like so, we have clearance. It's tight, but you have some pretty good clearance. Should give us no problems. Perfect. So now that we know that it is very possible to fit this, I hate how close it is to the clutch fan, so I'm going to use a lower profile clamp, and this gives us a lot more material to cut and work with. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to cut more of this and see how our clearance is. Hell yeah. So with enough trimming, and yes, this fits just fine, with enough trimming, we got clearance. Quite a bit of it. Yeah. Way more clearance than I expected. Perfect. Now it should fit over the clutch fan, and at least I can make the intake piping as intricate and as functional as I want to. Pretty hyped. But aside from that, we're going to get the hardware on the oil pan and install it. All right, got all the studs in. Perfect. Now, I'm not putting the oil pan on right away because I realized that I need to clean that piece up. It's all rusty. I want to paint it, sand it down. So I'll do that. If I have time, throw the oil pan in, put it all back in the car. My son is here. Nah, my dad.
Oh, I hate that color.
Dude, the goddamn wind.
Yeah, it's going right to my car.
Ah. Well, I thought the oil pan was black. I thought the paint was black. I guess it's some gold stuff.
Like Mad Max.
Dude, you won't.
I won't.
Yeah.
I'll spray your phone.
Got a package in the mail. If you know, you know. Proper oil pressure sensor rather than that 80s garbage. The pan is painted. Everything's lined up.
Braces on.
I realized that this nut's not used because the oil, the engine mount goes here. So I have to take that out. Test fitted everything. I'm gonna throw some RTV on it.
Seat for me.
Get the f off my engine! Oil pan braces on. Time to put it in the car.
I broke them.
Just keep going.
Should put a little rag in there.
Just put the other side of the blue on
Okay.
it. There.
Who's honking at this time of honking it? That's bad.
A few moments later.
I don't even know like how the time lapse ended up looking, but aside from nearly duffing my fenders, we got it lined up. We got one trans bolt in, 4 more to go.
What? What?
Huh? Huh?
What?
Huh?
What?
Yeah, but I'm just gonna put the rest of the bell housing bolts in, put the motor mounts in, and I'll be back. Right. Beautiful. Everything is in. I just need to cap this vacuum line off. I put the starter and everything. I had to rewire some stuff because the way I had the power wires for the starter and the alternator were pretty trash. So got that done. I need to plug in to the ECU and program the map sensor and the oil pressure sensor. And I need to tighten this throttle cable bracket up. And also, I'm gonna try to see if I can go to the store and find a smaller belt because I have a Racing Beat pulley. Probably gonna need a smaller belt because it's like maxed out. Now that's hitting that, so maybe a future project, mount this fuel pressure regulator. That would be good. Yeah. Need some gas. Let me try to move. Right, car's back on the ground for now. There's still no downpipe or exhaust, which I think is why it's having a hard time starting. The lack of back pressure, and the timing's still not set, so I gotta set that with a timing light. But she's back on the ground. Pretty dope. I'm not sure if you guys saw in the background. I got some model VS5, 17.8, 17.9. If you guys are curious about the specs, I'll put them on the screen. But I got some 215/40 17 Westlake SA07s for the season. I heard really good things about this tire, so I'm gonna run it on the setup and hopefully I can get somebody to mount it. So they're gonna be in my trunk. Once again, Got the ABSs over there, the Westlake's over there. Shout out to New England Tire for hooking it up. Car's a mess, but we're looking good. Yo, what's up? Driving the whip. Picking up the wheels and tires from New England Tire here in Northborough. And I haven't been filming as much because what I'm doing is a little weird and tedious. So I'll show you guys later, but I'll just talk about it. Essentially, I got a third-party map sensor so I can get rid of the internal map sensor. The reason why is just to clean up the bay, have it as a fail-safe, have something that's replaceable in the bay, whatever. And just to keep the vacuum line short. I got mine from DIY Auto Tune. It's supposed to be the good quality one. There's a lot of knockoff GM 3-bar map sensors, so calibrating them can be a little problematic. So I was able to calibrate my map sensor using calibration on the screen. If you guys are ever curious, that is the calibration. Got it running, and I need to put an exhaust on it. It's literally running no downpipe at all, so that's why it sounds like that. So it's just open turbo. But let's see how these wheels and tires look. Mount them. Show you guys the car running and idling now with no exhaust. And yeah. All right. Here they are, all mounted. 2 1540s. Let's see how it looks. So they look all right. I need a spacer up front pretty badly, like a 20 mil or 25. The rear has a 20 mil spacer on. I need a lower. I need to slam the rear pretty much. So needs work, but not bad. Not bad. Not bad.
What's up?
Mods.
So I tried to throw some boogers on here. There's like a different metal on this side. So
Yeah.
I got some boogers. But I mean it's
On
this. So it's stainless, and then this is like a different style stainless.
oh.
But then over here it's a different, you see how it's shinier, it's more gold.
Yeah.
So this side actually came out not too bad.
Yeah, this is the garbage loose has in
Yeah.
stock.
Yeah.
Because this portion I had way before I
Yeah,
even
so
built the
this is
car.
good stuff.
This used to be an FD single turbo downpipe.
Yeah.
And then I just cut it so I could run it in the car, and then I had them do the rest of this. So this crappy,
So yeah.
I definitely want to get this redone.
So I just
in the
I
future.
ended up turning up the heat and then got it to stick to the flange pretty well. And over here as well. This side came out pretty good.
Yeah. You like accounted for like the angle, like
Yeah. I
sick.
put a ruler up on the line and shit.
Perfect.
See some fucking beads right there.
All right, it's 9 o'clock. It's dark as hell. Got some fresh BUR9 EQs in here, and let's see if this thing starts. Let's see. Alright, now that we know that the car starts, for now, with some fresh spark plugs, I got some new belts because these V-Belt 7315s from Gates, I'm pretty much maxed out in terms of adjustment and have no adjustment. So I need to see what's up with that. I got some other belts, but I'll fill you guys in on that very soon and see which belt works because I have a Racing Beat main pulley. All right, the car's back on the ground. If you see something, does anyone see it? Front fitment's pretty mint, not bad. It's a little tucked in, but 25 mil space there. Definitely could use some more low all around, but it looks really good. Really good. Another thing I did, I put the clutch fan back on, but I converted the nuts to bolts because I can't find like a proper M6 by 1.0 stud that's long enough and that fits snug. Like the ones I ordered like fit really loose and crappy, so it's all secure, pretty dope. I don't really want to start it up because there's still no coolant in it and I want to bleed the coolant, but at the same time the tune definitely needs some work because when we added that bolt over there, see that shiny one, to fix our vacuum leak, that threw off the tune quite a bit. And obviously I can adjust the fueling, but I want to not do it when the car is so loud because my neighbors are gonna kill me. So it's been snowing, haven't had time to really work on the car because of the snow and working and school and stuff. So if you saw in the last clip, I put spark plugs in it. I shut it off because it was just too dark and too late and my neighbors would kill me. So I'm trying to bleed the coolant system, hoping there's no leaks. Top that off and let's see how this goes. All right, I'm gonna try to set the base timing and see where it's at. Shut off the car and move the match sensor location. I used the dummy one in the back. That didn't work, so this is the proper one. It overheated a bit because I wasn't paying attention and there was no coolant, so I had to pour more, but I'm gonna continue to let it bleed. The temps are going down though. Yeah, temps are going down, that's good. Got the heat blasting. I actually have working heat. It feels much better than it ever did now that my thermostat's not stuck open, and just letting that do its thing. We're staying at a steady 180. And yeah, let's see what happens. Well, now that the cooling system's bled, the timing's set, and I made some adjustments in the tune to compensate for the vacuum loss. All that's left right now is the exhaust, and my driveway is literally a pool right now. All right, got the car on some stands. Declan's gonna come up and weld up the exhaust. I'm gonna bleed the brakes and just give it a little bit more low on the coilovers. If I can find my brake bleeder tool, so it's somewhere in this mess. All right, all the wheels are off. Time to bleed the brakes, lower it, and wait for Declan to come here. Brakes are bled. Why are you driving Manny's car?
I got no whip.
Declan threw a slip joint, little thingamabobber. He's gonna tack it in, and then we'll put in. We'll try to get this done. Fucking lit. World's tightest fitment for this motherfucker. That tiny boy. Jeez. Oh my god, on the money.
Fucking mint. All tacked up. Damn. We got it as high as possible. Sits higher than some parts of the exhaust. It's nice. That's sick. Wow. Hell yeah. I'm impressed. Wow. Tacked up. Welded up. Hear what she sounds like. And just like that, we should have a pretty quiet exhaust. Damn. Car's back on the ground. Let's see what she sounds like. Wow. I could literally hear all intake. Took it out for the first test drive, no issues. Forgot to film an ender for this video, but if you guys made it this far, thank you for watching. Like always, I'm very appreciative of all the support when it comes to just uploading literally videos of me working on this car. I know this build's a little unique in some cases, and a lot of people learn a lot from it, so I'm more than glad that I'm able to help educate you guys or whatever. I just decided to end the video on this note. I'm gonna dial in the tune. Maybe next video we're gonna focus more on dialing in the tune, working out some kinks, small stuff, but really nothing else to film right now. Car's all right, drives good. Definitely couldn't get it in a boost. It was just running so rich. If you saw in the video, it was super smoky, hella rich. So on that note, have a wonderful day, night, whatever, and peace until next time.
But you know you're not dreaming. But you see that girl, happily, that's amore. That's amore.